beautiful day. I'm going for anybody that's in here. Give me just a second. I'm going to try something with my camera, but it's probably. Can you guys hear me? Anybody that's in here? Let me try with my camera. Okay. Can you guys hear me? Okay, good. Oh, I want to see if I could actually do this live with the camera on, but it's already starting to. On my end, it's already starting to do the whole not show my face and then circle me. But you guys can hear me? Okay. I just want to see this just for a second. I'm not going to have my camera on the whole time. Okay. Okay. Well, that's good. I'll test it another time. Okay. Well, beautiful day, everyone, or the two people that are here. Much love. Beautiful day. We Are Awake TV. Ian, thank you for being here. Beautiful day, Miss Frosty, aka a beautiful day. Good seeing you. I tried to get, or you did a live yesterday or the day before yesterday, and then I clicked on it, but it was gone. So hopefully I can catch another one of your lives there, Miss Frosty. It seemed fine. It was like pausing and freezing on my end. And so because the last time I did that, I thought it was, it was fine. I did a video and it was fine, like, and it started doing that glitchy thing on my end, but everybody said it was fine. And then when I went back and reviewed it, it was only like 15 minutes. It was so choppy and I was going in and out and my audio was awful. So I just wanted to test it. I'll do another test one because I really like sometimes talking with the camera on because I like talking to you guys. So, but anyway, it's okay. I hope everybody's doing well. Before I start anything, before I say anything, I'm going to say that I am not a medical professional. Okay, so I may talk about things dealing with natural healings as far as herbs, essential oils, sound bowl healings, tuning forks, etc. If you have any questions about natural remedies, natural herbs, or anything that I may speak about, you need to contact your primary care provider and pediatrician for your little ones. Hi, beautiful day, Three Fingers. Much love. Um, Much love to you. Glad to see you. Okay, so we're going to get started. So today I was just going to do a little quick video. I wrote down some, y'all know how I like, or most know how I just absolutely love quotes. And so I was inspired by actually something, a comment I left on another person's platform, and somebody else commented on that had nothing to do, like they were totally not interested in that platform, but they made sure to make it a point that they didn't like the platform or what we were speaking on was like disgusting. So and then also on another platform, I was encouraging another content creator whom I absolutely love, and she speaks a lot about men's mental health as well as women's mental health, and she holds a lot of views that I hold as far as like the feminine energies and stuff. And she's just a beautiful person, and she was going through like a breakup, and I left her some encouragement and support and just a little snippet of like, you can overcome this, of what I overcame. And then there were some guys in there that just had something smart to say. So the title, I forgot the title. The title is basically don't listen to this type of advice or in the judgment. So I'm going to give some quotes and talk a little bit with you beautiful people, and then I'll let you guys be on your way. So much love to you guys, and thank you guys for being here. Let's see. Hey, Loosh, it's so good to see you. Um, okay, it's so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Loosh, you are just such a doll, and we are all just blessed to have you on both these platforms. You just mean so much to us, and you're just, man, I love the energy that you bring and the wisdom too. So thank you for being here. Thank you, Three Fingers, and thank you, Ian, and anybody that may be watching in the shadows. Um, so anyway, here we go. So first, I'm gonna tell you the event that happened. Oh, there you go. What's up, Hurricane? Much love to you. It's always good to see you too. Let me tell you what happened on two different platforms. One, I belong to a platform that, I have three beautiful children. And I'm going to say this. I belong to a platform. It's called Pregnancy and Postpartum. And my youngest is 4. I extended breastfeeding until 3. And so I didn't click off. I may not be done having children. So I didn't want to unsubscribe. She gives a lot of great information. That's what her platform is for women who are pregnant, for their partners, and for postpartum exercising and breastfeeding. And I'm going to say this before I continue. For anybody who has a problem with me, whether you're popping in or whether you're a regular here, and I've said this before, and I'm going to continue to say this. If you have an issue with me at all, taking time out of me in the middle of a live, or me doing a whole live about how much I love my children, or how I stick up for children, and especially how I love being a mother to my own children, I think it would be nice for both of us if you would just unsub, because I'm never going to stop talking about how I love being a mom. I'm not the perfect mother, but I absolutely love being a mom. And it's not for everybody. And so I can understand if you don't want to hear that, if that's not your cup of tea, or if you like what I'm saying on other lives or videos and you just don't want to hear it, then tune out and you can tune back in. But my children are my life, my world. They inspire me to be a better human being, to be a better soul. They're part of my path and part of my journey and part of my healing. So I will talk about them, whether it's here on another platform. And for those that don't like it, I'm sorry. I'm here to share my experiences, and my children are a big part of my experiences. And when the world turned their back on me, and when I was broken down and beaten, the people that held me up, the people that covered me in so much love and helped give me the will and desire to continue to grow as a soul, as a woman, were my children. So big ups to the children, and big ups to the parents who are doing their thing with the children, and big ups to the people who are better parents than some of the parents. So that's my spill on that. I will always talk about my babies, okay? Because they were in my life before YouTube. And when I walk away from YouTube, they're going to continue to be part of my life. So much love. Anyway, so I was on this platform. This is the first one. And the video was breastfeeding, yada, 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 how you breastfeed, latch on. Okay, I won't get into that because I know that's not a topic I'm talking about right now. So basically, it was like saying, showing the baby suckling. And people have to get out of the notion that the breast is some sexual object. The breast is for breastfeeding. And so people, especially in Western countries, in my own opinion, tend to sexualize the breast and say it's gross and say it's nasty. But anyway, I was encouraging some of the other mothers who may have had trouble latching, breastfeeding at the beginning. And people came in there who obviously you could tell by the video and the title of the video, and the platform, it is targeted for breastfeeding, postpartum, or pregnant women. not for anybody else, but I saw so many comments, people coming in there, trying to give advice, saying it was the grossest thing ever. Gross, babies drinking breast milk is gross, and we're all gross and nasty and everything else. And I was like, man, why do people do that? On the other platform where I just said, a creator that I like, content creator I like, she went through a very bad breakup, and she knew the situation wasn't good, and I could relate. And I was just sending my best wishes and love. And she was like, she wasn't getting the time and the attention, and neglectful. And I was like, I could feel and understand that. I walked away from a marriage because of that, on top of physical and domestic violence and physical abuse at me, and very positive messages. But then there were like 3 or 4 men who just decided to come on there and tell me how stupid I was for being in a relationship like that. Tell me that amount of time that I wasted on my life was just absolutely stupid, and da 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 da. First of all, this is the reason why I'm inspired. So remember that. I was like, I wasn't even talking to you. I was talking to her, letting her know that I lived through this and she can live through this. Just like I went to other channels of people who were victims of domestic violence, people who were single moms, people, as I was transitioning to a new path of my life. I was looking for people that were going through that and that were living through that and who have lived through that, and they inspired me. I never went to something that I wasn't trying to be a part of or take inspiration from. So that goes with the advice. I'm just going to go into these quotes, and y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me go through these little comments really fast, because y'all know I get behind. Much love, everybody. Thank you guys for just being here. It really warms my heart. Oh, I know there's so many people. Oh my goodness, beautiful day, Italian princess. It's so good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I know you said you were taking a break back from YouTube and doing your thing and that, because I truly get you. Sometimes we got to detox from this virtual world. Okay. Much love to you. I hope you're doing well. Let's see. Okay. Are we going to freeze phone? Sorry, guys. Hold on. Okay. My phone is not. Can you guys hear me? My phone is like froze. Oh my goodness. I'm going to come out and come back in. Okay, can you guys hear me? My phone froze for a minute. Okay, anyway, it says weird. Or why would they even be there? I know, it was just weird. I'm like, why are you? It was really weird. Much love, Mary. You know what? This is so crazy. Early this morning when I was drinking my coffee, I said, I was telling myself, who I haven't seen in a minute? And I was like, it was Mary. Oh my goodness. I hope you and your babies are doing good. I know you got grown children, but they're your babies. They'll always be your babies. Let's see. Oh, okay. That's good to hear. I'm glad you're doing good. Let's see. Okay. Don't hold back on speaking. I'm learning that. Yes, indeed. Yes. Not holding back on my truth. Okay, sound is good. Okay, good. My phone froze for just a moment. Summer AI programs. That could be because I'm like, why would you even go there? Okay. It's hot. Okay. Anyway, yeah, let's make it through some more weeks until September. And then the middle part of September, we can start cooling off. I cannot believe we're about to enter September 2024. Goodness gracious. Anyway, so let me start with these quotes. And the first set of quotes are basically about taking advice from different types of people. The first one, don't take the advice of anyone who isn't on your level or who hasn't obtained the goals you seek. And I'm going to say, why is this important? Why is it important to kind of question or let some advice go in and out of your ear when it comes to people who are not on your level? Think about that. Why would you want to take, if you're at level 3 and you're trying to get to level 15, why would you want to take advice from somebody who is not even at the starting line? You kind of want to match that up. I think it's so important for that. And people always want to give advice, but you got to be careful. And it doesn't make you a rude person you can listen to what they have to say, but you don't have to take it. And that goes for so many things. And a lot of things that I think people mess up on is taking advice from relationships, like your relationship between you and your partner, and parenting relationship. And I'm just going to dive into this really fast. When it comes to you and your partner, I have a short on the channel where I cut out a quote from Steve Harvey. And then I segue into me saying something. And I'm going to say this. People, when it comes to you and your relationship between you and your partner, there are people who may be trying to give you advice that some of their advice may not be with the best intentions. And then you may have people who, I'm gonna say this. I'm a 40-year-old single mother and with 3 kids, and I'm a homebody. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not fixing, and I've been, and I have been married before or had a very long-term relationship. I'm not seeking, I don't like the party life and all that other stuff. It would be very foolish of me, as I'm in a relationship, to take the advice of a 22-year-old inexperienced person who don't want kids, who has had their longest relationship has been with a month, who don't have the same goals for long-term commitment as me, for me to go talk about my relationship and talk about my problems and take advice from someone that is like almost the complete opposite of me. I know you guys understand what I'm saying. That would just be foolish. And when it comes to parenting, even when it comes to other parents, I'm not just because you're a parent don't mean you're the kind of parent I want to be. I might take advice from somebody who don't have children because they have more love, more understanding, more empathy, more compassion for children and what I'm going through than people who are actually parents. So you have to judge accordingly. And here we go. If you're the smartest person in your group, then you need a new group, meaning you need to level up. You need to level up. Let's see. Only take advice from someone who's been where you want to go. Don't take criticism from people you would never go to for advice. I really like that. I really like that. If I wouldn't come to you for advice on my particular path, I don't give a jack brown about you critiquing me or saying anything negative about me. I'm not going to take that advice. Let's see. Experience is a valuable tool and giving them exactly. I'd rather have somebody more experienced and aligned with what I'm going through. If I'm trying to start a business or a restaurant business or run a daycare, I'm not just going to go get advice except for maybe on the business aspect. But if I'm trying to open my own daycare, I'm not just going to go and sit under the wing of somebody who is starting their own finance or starting their own travel business. I have nothing to gain except for maybe them owning their own business. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Okay. Let's see. Ori, how are you? Okay, it's freezing again. Hello, okay. Sorry, my phone is like freezing. That's why I don't like having the camera on, because sometimes it'll mess up my live later. But anyway, I think it's still good. Much love to you. Yes, take what resonates with you. And that's what I say. I love that. Take what resonates with you. Take your rose petals and spit out the thorns, or like Ian likes to say, eat the fish, spit out the bones. You do take what resonates with you. Um, I will take the advice of some, but I'm not just going to sit under the wing of somebody that's like, or take the advice of somebody that's completely opposite of me, and hasn't even stepped into what I'm trying to into. Let's see. Never take advice on an area, we just said that, of life from someone who is not doing better in it than you are. Choose your mentors and teachers wisely. Learn from those who already are or have what you want to become or have. And it's called learning up. It's leveling up. It's growth. I don't want to learn from somebody that's stuck and stagnant in the same situation, but they're trying to throw out facts and wisdom and knowledge, but you're still stuck in the loop that I'm trying to get out of. I can't listen to you anymore. I can't listen to your advice and your wisdom. And although it may be very wise, I have grown out of it, or I don't need that. And that wisdom may be great for somebody else. So I'm not knocking that person that I'm like, okay, like I gave the 22-year-old girl who goes out all the time, and she has had only her longest relationship has been a month, trying to tell me about a long-term relationship and things like that. That may be, she may be giving advice for somebody who's on that path, but it's not for me. Okay. Don't let someone who has done nothing tell you how to do anything. Let's see. Don't take much advice from people who've never been to where you're trying to go. Their wisdom on that specific path will be very limited. Talk to those who are more experienced and familiar with your journey. Let's see. Don't take advice from people who haven't struggled with the problems you're facing. And I'm going to say this. A lot of people who haven't, and I'm going to give this example because this is something I know, this is something I experience, and this is something I'm healing from. So if people say that they don't want to hear that, oh well. When it comes to like domestic violence, you have a lot of people who look outside who are looking outside of a situation and don't know what's going on. And you have people who say, and I have in times past, when it comes to like domestic violence or a lady getting beat up by, her partner, her husband is hitting her or has hit her or pushed her. And I'm like, why in my early 20s and stuff, that girl is stupid. I would never do that. I never walked in those shoes. I walked in those shoes. And there's a lot of things that people don't understand, that they judge and misrepresent when it comes to stuff like that. So I'm not trying to take advice from somebody who's never been in a domestic violence situation when all that they're doing is judging and calling me foolish. That type of situation I would be careful for too. Let's see. And that's the same thing this next quote says. Take advice from people who have been in your shoes before, struggled, fell, learned, applied, and got results and are on their path up. So another quote, I'm not trying to move backwards or stay stagnant or stay locked in a loop. I just said that, my goal for my life is progression and always moving forward and always growing. And so I can only take advice, or I can only hear something for so long. Let's see. So those were the taking advice, and then I have some quotes on judgment, and then my thoughts on judgment, judging people or being judged, and then we're gonna not be here. So let's see. Ooh, I love that one. Oh, cut your coat. I've never heard that before. Cut your coat according to your cloth before judge or advise. Oh, I love that. I'm gonna write that down. Hold on, I'm gonna start that. I'm gonna write that down. I love quotes, and you just gave me one. I love that. Boom! If I had a bomb. Okay, so we're going to talk about judging people and when people judge you. Some quotes and talk about that, and then we'll be gone. So I wanted to start out with judgment, because people, and like I said, those two situations inspired me because they were giving me advice on things that they did not know nothing about, and coming to a platform that they really had no business being on, because they had nothing in common with the platform. And then they passed judgment on me for a situation that they didn't even understand. So according to I forgot where I got this definition, but judge, the second definition is a formed opinion or conclusion or on something or someone. So it's a formed opinion. And so what is an opinion? Opinion is a view formed about something or someone, not necessarily based on facts and knowledge. So when people are passing judgment on you, remember, people, it's just an opinion. It's not a fact. And I know sometimes when people pass judgment on them, it really brings them down. Hell, it has brought me down. I spent a good part of, let's see, a good part of last year, well, the beginning of last year, 2023 and 2022, just crying and going through the judgments of people, the false judgments of people in my life, and also the false judgments on with people on YouTube. And I let it really affect me in a way. But then as I'm growing and as I'm learning, especially from the second quarter on up to now, I'm really learning to not let those judgments, they don't define me. So let's see, what did Ian say? They haven't dealt with the mirror yet. Yes, is the issue. Exactly. Oh my goodness, yes. That would be a boom. Okay, let's see. Hey, Tiffany. Much love. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay, so here we go with these are quotes about not judging people. And sometimes I'm not going to say I haven't been quick, especially in times past before my present situation, the present chapter of my life. I have passed judgment on people before I knew it. And I'm going to say this. When I'm talking about passing judgments, believe me, I know that we have to judge people. There are times in your life, we are constantly making judgments and passing judgments on people for our own well-being, for our own safety, for our own comfort, for the safety and well-being of like your spouse, the safety and well-being of like your children, or things like that. Should I let this, if you know this person is a cryhead and you know that they will steal or they will hurt you in order to get their next fix, then obviously I'm going to base my judgment on you and say that you are not the kind of person I want in my life. I'm not going to allow you in my house. I've made judgments on this platform. There are people, and I've been, ridiculed for that. I have made judgments on this platform saying I don't want certain people on this platform who have showed me that they are not, they don't hold the same frequency as me, and they don't have the same goals spiritually or in the physical that I hold or that I'm pushing for. So why would I allow them in my space? I'm judging that. I'm judging these people based on how they have treated me, based on what they are saying about me, based on what's best for me and my healthy boundaries. I know y'all probably get what I'm saying. So anyway, oh my goodness, Dave Walker, how are you doing? I have not seen you, and I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing good. I hope you are doing good. It was so good to see you. I'm really glad I went on today. I really, in all actuality and honesty, I did not want to be on here, people. I did not want to be on here at all. But I'm really glad I'm doing this today. Every time people say seeing is believing, I don't think so, because what you're seeing can be okay. Exactly. People, and I learned that too. People will put on a front, but something that won't put on a front, and something that I have learned, especially why it's important to tap into yourself, why it's important to tap into that solar plexus energy, why it's important for you to go within yourself and stop going without and depending on other things, other entities, other beings, other whatever. Why it's important for you to go into you and tune into you is because you will feel and you will know that energy does not lie. People can tell me one thing, and for so long I blocked that out, but energy don't lie. You can be put on the sweetest face and try to be so sweet, but I feel something different from you. That's why I say, why don't you just be who you are? Because there are people who are tapped in to themselves and they feel that. So, yeah, it's so good to see you. Let's see. Yes, I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. It's really good seeing you. I have thought about you and sent love and peace your way to you and all those who you hold dear, because you know your name and you've come across my mind, and so it's really good seeing you. Okay, so here we go with the judgment quotes for not judging people. People people who know you the least will judge you the most. Remember that. They'll judge you based on who they think you are, what they have heard others say about you, and how they feel about you. So you have people that will base their judgments just on what other, I don't like so and so because so and so don't like you. So there have been people who don't like me because so and so don't like them, so they don't want anything to do with me. And so they'll pass judgment just like that based on what somebody else says. And they don't even know me, or they might not know you. Here's another quote. It's those who really know you that won't judge you very much. They can't judge someone they understand. And that's so important, for you to understand that people who really know you, people who are truly for you, people who truly are there, they will understand you and maybe things that you're going through, but they will do that with understanding and not judging you, you know? So let people talk and feel however way they want to, however way they want to feel about you. You have nothing to prove to anyone but yourself. And so this quote right here, I learned that those closest to me really didn't know me. And it seems that those closest to you would be the one that would know you and not judge you. But in my life, on my path, it was those that were really close to me that passed so much judgment on me, and that made me say, hey, you really don't know me, and you're really not for me. Here's another quote. Don't judge me for my choices when you don't understand my reasons. I love that quote. Don't judge people for the choices they make when you don't know the options they had to choose from. That's a good one. I like that one. Let me keep up with this. Thank you guys once again for being here. Even if you just popped in for 5 seconds, I appreciate your time and energy. That's what I call non-thinkers, exactly. And that's what's being produced. So many non-thinkers, so many people who pass judgment, I think are really non-thinkers, and I think that they follow the crowd. That's what I said at the beginning. I said, I'm not talking about, when I start talking about judgments, I'm talking about, we do have to judge what's right and what's wrong. We pass judgments all the time. You have to pass judgments on, is this a safe place for me? Is this person a safe person for me to have around my children? Is this person, we pass judgment all the time. I'm talking about when you're doing right and good in your life and people take a snippet of your life and pass judgment on you as if you are that person or as if they know you. I gave an example as a person, a victim of domestic violence, how sometimes people will pass judgment on someone who is a victim of domestic violence and not understand that there's more than just, oh, she's stupid for walking in that. I'm talking about people passing judgments like that. You know, she's so dumb for staying with when in fact I'm going to give you the reasons why people said I was so dumb. I stayed in a relationship, in a marriage, because I had been conditioned to be fearful, um, of kind of back standing up for myself in that situations for various reasons. Society, oh, you don't need to get a divorce. If you get a divorce, you're a failure, you're not a good woman. Or if you, what about your children? Am I going to be wrong for leaving this situation? And then also there's a lot of mind manipulation that people, whether you're a man or a woman, because women abuse men too. So there's a lot of mind manipulation with that. And so you have a person that will stay, and then you have somebody on the outside looking in going, oh, that person's stupid. Oh, I wouldn't be doing that if I were them. But they never have walked in their shoes. That's the type of judgment I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the judgments of you have to judge for your own well-being. And even in that situation, you have to start judging yourself, you know. So that's the type of judgment I'm talking about, to make it clear for everybody. People always want to put you in a box and label it. I know, with everything, label you with everything. That's why I say, don't put me in a box. Don't call me. I'm not a truther. I'm not just a truther. I'm more than a truther. I'm more than a mother. Just like with you, you're somebody's child. You're somebody's friend. You could be somebody's partner. You're more than just one thing. So don't label me. I like that, Tiffany. Let's see. Let's see. Did I read that already? Okay, yeah. Let's see. Don't judge someone else's situation, even if you've been through it. Each journey is different. Yours won't be the same. I like that too. Just because you've been through this, don't mean you understand. You can kind of relate, but that doesn't mean you can feel me. That's something else. Like with grieving, when people are grieving, some people will judge someone else on the length of time that they need to grieve for a loved one. You'll have somebody that says, you know, they lost their mother or father, and you lost your mother or father, but you're still grieving because you had a deeper relationship and a deeper connection with that parent. Just because somebody else lost that parent and they seem to have gotten over it in 6 months or a year, and it's a year or 2 or 15 years later, and you still think about them and you cry, people will judge you and say, it's time. You're taking this too far, because they even though they have lost someone, they don't understand you. So I like that quote. Don't judge someone else's situation, even if you've been through it. Each journey is different. Yours won't be the same. Exactly. Everyone has a story left untold. So never judge someone as if you know their entire life story, because the truth is you probably don't know. Don't judge a person negatively for their feelings without the full understanding of the situation. Just because you don't agree with someone doesn't mean that you're right. So here we go. And here's a few quotes about advice for when people judge you. And like, once again, when I'm talking about judging you, I'm not talking about making judgments that we have to make every single day for our safety, for our spiritual well-being, our mental well-being. When we're judging other people, when we're judging what's right and what's wrong for you, or what's right and what's wrong for your family, I'm not talking about that type of judgment. I'm talking about when people look at you and you're walking your path, and they don't like the path that you're walking. They don't like, because they haven't lived it, or they don't like it, so they pass judgment on you, especially when you're doing your own thing. You know what I'm saying? Or they may look at you and pass judgment on you because of your skin complexion, or because you dress a certain way, or because you have tattoos, or because of this. There's so many categories where people pass judgments. So when people pass judgments on you, remember some of these quotes. I hope that some of these help. They've helped me. No matter what you do, someone will have something negative to say. Try not to take it personally. People judge and criticize other people's lives when they're not happy with their own. Follow your heart. Do what's right for you. You don't need everyone's approval to be happy. And just like Ian said, this quote, see if I can find it. Let me go back up here. That's exactly why they haven't dealt with the mirror yet. That's the issue. People love to point the finger and judge other people about certain things because it takes the attention away from going to the man or woman within, trying to fix yourself within. Y'all know how I feel about that. Everything starts within. You're not going to change. You're not going to change your without. You're not going to change your circumstances, and you sure as hell aren't going to be able to change anybody else by passing judgment and not passing judgment on yourself. When I judge somebody, I judge myself. I need to be judging myself daily for myself, for my own well-being. So I love that. Not going within. Let's see. Exactly. The true teacher is yourself. That's why it's so important. It's good to take the suggestions of other people, but it's so important for you to go within. That's why it's a journey within. That's why it's about truly knowing yourself and your path, and no two paths are the same. What works for me may not work for you. So here we go. Let people judge you. Let them misunderstand you. Let them gossip about you. What they think of you isn't your problem. Their opinions do not pay your bills. Okay. So you stay kind, committed to love and free, in being truly authentic. And no matter what they do or say or think, never doubt your worth or the beauty of your truth. You keep on shining and let the haters hate. I love that. So I have learned to not listen to people. Do I do it? Do I still, does it bother me some still? Yeah, but I've really learned to shake some people and their thoughts and what they think about me off. Because at the end of the day, they're not living my life. At the end of the day, they're not adding to my happiness. So I can't do anything to change anybody's mind about me. So why stress about it? Focus on me, focus on the people and the things that matter in my life. It's not your job to make people see your worth or value you. It's not your job to make people see you for who you truly are. Whether you like it or not, some people will always misjudge you and criticize you based on their own personal feelings and what they've heard other people say about you. I just said that you can't control how people feel about you, but you can choose to not let their opinions bother you. You are not for everyone. And I agree with that. I know there's a lot of people who don't like me, who cannot stand when Sunkiss is talking, who my voice is absolutely cringe and everything I talk about is stupid. Everything I talk about is whatever. And they absolutely cannot stand me to the core. They don't like me talking about children. They don't like me talking about my children. They don't like me talking about parasites. They don't like me talking and teaching my children that this place is a matrix and how to spiritually free themselves from the spiritual systems of bondage that they have. They don't like me teaching my children how to be free thinkers and not be bound to systems. They don't like me home remedying. They don't like me not taking my children's health into my own hands. They don't like me doing this. But oh well, I can't control how everybody is feeling about me. And I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. And everybody is not my cup of tea. That's why there's so many different varieties of drinks. You can drink tea, you can drink coffee, you can drink herbal tea, you can drink caffeinated tea, decaffeinated tea, you can drink soda, you can drink water. Hell, you can drink spit if you want to. There's so many options for everybody. So you don't have to worry about how Sunkiss is not your cup of tea, or how Tiffany is not your cup of tea, or how Ian at We Are Awake is not your cup of tea. Go find you some tea to sip somewhere else and leave me and my kettle alone. That's all I want, you know. Let's see, let's go through these. Go through these so I can stay up. Oh, yes. I forgot to put that one on there, Tiffany. I'm glad you say that. You said that whenever you point your fingers, there are four fingers pointed right back at you. Yes, I forgot to put that quote on there. Yes, it's a lot of work, years and years. That's right. You are discernment, knowledge you are. I love the gems that you bring. That's their issue. Don't make it yours. That's right. Just keep being you. Girl, me neither, girl. They'll take a sip and spit me spit me out. Oh, they'll be diabetic but trying to drink all this sweetness and say I'm too sweet. I'm just playing. No, but for real, if you there's this country song. What is it? I love me so you don't have to. And she talks about it. If I'm not your cup of tea, go find you something else to drink. So find what's good and right for you, because what's good and right for you, what moves my soul, what helps me grow may not help you grow. It's just like plants. There are some plants and some vegetations, they need direct sunlight for 10 hours straight or they won't grow. There are some vegetations they only can take 2 to 6 hours of direct sunlight. And if they get too much, they wither away. There are some vegetations that only grow by the light of the moon. We are all different, growing, being inspired, being annoyed, being motivated and moved in so many different ways. So I don't expect everybody to like me, and I don't like everybody else. I can have love for people as human beings, but I don't have to like everybody. And it's not going to hurt my feelings if you don't like me, you know? When someone judges you, it isn't actually about you. It's about them and their own insecurities, limitations, and needs. That's true. That goes in line. That goes in line with what Ian has said. It's about them not looking in the mirror, them not looking at their own insecurities, or maybe if you're passing so much judgment, you not looking in the mirror, me not looking in the mirror. We're not, I know I'm not, I can speak for myself. I am not perfect and I have to catch myself at times, you know. Don't judge me. You know my name, but not my story. Hold on, guys. I got to get a drink. Okay. That quote says, don't judge me. You know my name, but not my story. Here's another one. Some people will judge you for changing. Others will celebrate you for growing. Choose your circle carefully. And that's so true. I had people who really judged me so hard in such a negative, harsh way because I decided not to be stagnant in a situation. I decided I wanted growth for myself and for my children, and I wanted better in life, and I wanted to better myself. But there are people who were like hating on me for that. And then there were other people, very few in my life at that point, who actually celebrated my growth. And then I ended up meeting other people who celebrated and support and are there cheering me on for my growth. So choose your circle carefully. And I always say my circle went from a hula hoop. I didn't have no healthy boundaries. My circle was a hula hoop. Now, Sunkist 2024, my circle, my inner circle is the size of a Cheerio. It was that big of a change. I had no boundaries. So anyway, I think there's like four more, 4 or 5 more short ones, and then we'll be done. In the end, people will judge you anyway. So live your life for you. Impress yourself, not others. Do what makes you happy. It's for you. You are you. Do Let people have their own issues with themselves. Let them figure themselves out. Don't worry yourself about other people's issues. That's something else I worry. You can't fix other people who don't want to fix themselves. So do you, boo boo. How to be happy. Ignore people who think they know you better than you do. The people who know you the least, who know the least about you, always have the most to say. Yes. Woo! Don't judge a situation you have never been in. And so I'm gonna end with this quote. I'm gonna end with this quote because this was and then no, and then I'm gonna end actually with a positive affirmation card. So, but these are the end. This is the end of my quotes. Before you judge me, make sure you are perfect. And that was from Clint Eastwood. I thought that was good. No one cares to speak to an unwilling listener. Exactly. But you know what I have learned? I learned that you could tell somebody you don't want their advice. You could tell somebody that you don't want them around. You could tell somebody to get lost, but they will still come around for whatever reason. They will still, my gosh, they will still come around and say, I'm not going anywhere. Or they will still hang around, or they will still watch you. And that's something else I might have to do. I might do my very first call out video. I really just might. I've let this go on too long. Some of you may know who I'm talking about. Some of y'all may not, but it's coming. Somebody passing judgments in particular for so long, and I'm not talking about a few months, but I'm talking about a year and a half, and I can only take it so much, especially when it comes to the person and the soul being that I am. But passing and going on platforms saying so many false things about me. It's one thing to have your opinion about somebody's life or about the road that somebody's taken if it's not for you. And it's another thing to go on different platforms and call a person non-human, or talk about somebody else, or talk about if a person is loving life, that they are soulless, and talk about me being something I'm absolutely not. So I might have my very first call out little short video or live. And for those who want to listen, will listen. For those who don't want to hear it, they don't want to hear it. But I got to put that energy out, and my voice is going to be heard, because anytime when I try to talk to this person, that person always leaves. So I will just do a video and tag that person, and that person will hear what I have to say. So anyway. So here we go. And these are not tarot cards for anybody that's scared that Sunkissed is pulling tarot cards. These are positive affirmation cards, and they're very good. And it's 60 positive affirmation cards with empowering questions on the back. So these are very good to have. I like pulling these. I try to pull one every day. And I also have a deck for my children. Positive affirmations are very important, at least in my opinion. Positive affirmations have helped me come out of dark spaces, or not linger there too long. And y'all know how I feel about energy. We swing back and forth from all types of energy. We are not all. If you're saying you're always positive, then I don't believe you. I believe it's false positivity. I believe it's false positivity, because we are souls having a human experience, and part of this experience, you're going to be angry, you're going to be sad, you're going to be, some people, depressed, you're going to be happy, you're going to be uplifted, you're going to be full of joy, you're going to lose somebody, you're going to be fearful. And I don't like to run away from those energies. I like to acknowledge those energies, because they're a part of my experience, but I acknowledge them. I don't push them under the rug, but I don't like to stay there long. So I think that's the difference. And when people have misjudged me and say I'm always positive, I'm not always positive. I'm not always positive. I have been in dark spaces. I have been in spaces where I didn't want to be here any longer. You know, and that's honesty. You know, you have to be, before you're honest, and people saying I'm being honest, I'm being true. You got to make sure you're being true to you, boo boo. That's, look in the mirror and be true with you. Judge yourself. I had to judge me. So anyway, so I if I'm in that moment and I feel that emotion and I need to get it out and express it in that way, I will freaking do that. How about that? I will let it out. AKD, you changed your name. Is this Sarah? Who is this? Let me go through the comments, y'all. Oh my, Alexis, girl, how are you doing? It's so good to see you. Much love. I am glad I came on today. Let's see. Let's see. Let me go through these quotes and then I'll give a, go through the comments. Thank you guys for participating in the chat as well. Thank you, Ian. Thank you so much. Hey, Frosty, beautiful day. Be careful with that trap. Just treat it like brown gum ones and naysayers who wants to distract you from positive. You know what? You're absolutely right. But you're right. You're right. You're right. But sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes people got to just be called out for the bullshit. Okay. But you're right. I'll think about that. It's so good to see you, Frosty. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing good up there in Canada. Let's see. Sorry, guys. My phone is freezing again. Oh, my phone is freezing, guys. I'm so sorry. Give me just a moment. Oh, booger beans, sugar cookies, and ice cream. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. I hope y'all didn't hear me say that. There we go. Okay, there we go. I'm unfroze. My phone is freezing. That's something else that happens why I don't. It's so good to see you, Alexis. I hope you and your little ones are doing good. Let's see, go through these. That's why I started the video out, the live out, by trying to test my camera, and that's what happens. I'm so excited to see you. Girl, mine are getting big too. Mine just turned 12, 9, and 4. And my oldest is almost as tall as me. So they're doing good. Much love to you and your babies. Okay, good. Yeah. And I just think I can let so many things roll off of me, but when you start talking about me being a certain type of entity, or I don't know, there's so many factors with this person I'm thinking about calling out. Let's see. Oh, booger beans. My thing is freezing, y'all. Okay. Okay, I'm glad that the connection is good, because for me, my phone is like freezing. She started 6th grade this year. Oh my God. Too cool for, I know, the tweens, they're in that tween stage. I'm learning how to be a tween mom. With my tween, I have freedom. Of freedom means total selfishness. It means nobody cares much what you do. Oh, the 1st grade. Girl, what happens with the time? You look up, you're like, they're in your womb one day, you're chasing them because they're learning how to walk, and now they're like, hey, mom. Agree, just have to be careful with the, yeah, from the good and positive things. That's so true. Let's see. Ian, so glad to see you all. Truly hope we're doing well too. Oh, it's really good to see you. Yeah, you're right, Brad. I agree with both of you guys. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna pick 3 positive affirmation cards. Um, 3 positive affirmation cards, so we can end on that and meditate on that. Let's see, there's one. These are not tarot cards again. These are positive affirmation cards for those who are afraid that I'm doing tarot right now. That's another one. Let's get one more. Okay, so this one was first. This one says, I have the courage to say no. I have the courage to say no. I have the courage to say no. I need to remind myself of this. I was a very heavy people pleaser, and no was not in my vocabulary. I remember being 6 months pregnant, throwing up on the side of the road, going to do various tasks and things because I didn't want to tell people no. Even and feet was swollen and I should be resting, but I didn't tell people no. So I learned this, and I have to remind myself I have the courage to say no if I'm not feeling it. And that's something Ian has taught me. If the vibes aren't right, if you're not feeling it, then no. And I'm really grateful to him for that, because that has helped me so big in my life. Okay. I am worthy. I am worthy. I am worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy. My life is a joyous adventure. My life is a joyous adventure. My life is a joyous adventure. Okay. So there you go. Much love to you guys. Last bit of the comments. That's what I'm saying. Time goes by so fast. Yes. Yes. Positive energy to all the mods. Yes. It's so good seeing you, Alexis, girl. Don't be a stranger. Oh, your energy is beautiful. It's good to see you. I know life gets so hectic and crazy and tired and busy, but it's really good to see you, Mama. Thank you guys, everybody, for stopping by. Much love to you guys. I don't know when I'm going to do another live because my life is crazy, and I can only just like everybody else's life. My life isn't any more crazier than anybody else. My life is just crazy in a different type of way. So there's still a lot of things that I'm doing for my home, my land, as well as normal activities. Y'all do know I homeschool. So for those that don't know, I homeschool. And so now I'm getting ready to switch over the grades for me and my children. It's just a busy time. And so from now until like the second week in September and doing stuff for the land and everything else, I'm just constantly tired. So y'all may see me, y'all may not. I will try to get shorts out and stuff in the community, or maybe even a short video. But I appreciate you guys so much. Y'all really helped me today. Y'all might not know it, but y'all have helped me. I mean, because I'm different, I laugh at them because they're all the same. Dang, you be giving some heavy, good quotes. Okay. Anyway, much love. Y'all have a beautiful rest of your weekend. And until we meet again, thank you.